Give me just a second, family. Give me just a second. Be right back. Be right back. Hold on. Matter of fact. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Connected to iPad 2.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call it. Bro, Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass in high five if God watch you. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pole on him, extort shit, Willie the flow on him. Say Drake, I hate you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the big gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that open show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience is not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rap here, hold it still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something be rap?
Sorry about that, y'all.
You Malibu, most wanted, ain't no love boy, ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas are get.
All right. All right. Here I come. Here I am. Here I am. Hold on. Hold on. What's good, everybody? Let me. Whew, I swear, I don't care if you take. You can just get out the shower. You can get out the shower and still be sweating like a dog, which is a funny saying because dogs actually don't sweat. But man, just that quick, I had to go outdoors and do something. Woo, boy. Y'all see your boy froed out, and y'all know baby keep me tight. She keep me twisted. I stay playing with it. But baby, I've been outside. And when you outside in this East Texas humidity, it ain't even the heat, man. It's the humidity. And sometimes I guess a lot of people don't understand. I'm gonna get to the conversation. Hey everybody, I see y'all in here. I'm gonna speak. You know, folk were like, Jay, you was in Africa, man, and most of the time we swing y'all we said y'all was in sweatshirts half the year and all of this. I told you we was in the mountains of East Africa. Did it get hot in the summer? Hell yeah, it got hot in the summer, but damn it, it wasn't no humidity. Down here in East Texas, around these parts, in this swamp, shit. Shoot. I mean, I seen a couple people in. Hey, Miss Patty. Hey, Miss Patty. Matter of fact, let me speak to everybody before I get into this conversation. Now, before I get too deep into it, well, yeah, let me speak, because I ain't going to be on here long, y'all. We going to run through this, because unlike this Pac-Man back here, we ain't playing games. Hey, baby. Hey, Pieces of April. Unbiased LLC. What's up, my sis? Thank you. Thank you, Unbiased LLC. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Mac. What's going on, fam? Nancy B. the Scratcher. Congratulations, Nancy B. Adina Collins. What's going on, Texas family? Jova. What's good, bro? Miss Patty, of course. Sassy. Hey, baby. Gail at Night. Man, what's going on, fam? You better get in here and enjoy yourself, Gail. Lisa Harris. Okay, the Crafty Mind. What's going on, family? Okay, look, I'm not finna wait no long time on whoever come in, whoever don't, baby, because wherever 3 or more are gathered, we're gonna make it happen. Let me turn you off. By the way, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for making that uncopyrighted. So We're going to find out. I mean, hell, if this first time in my life it's to never happen, I'm sure going to play it and go way more in depth with it over on the other channel, which I'm announcing right now. Y'all, it is pinned to the top of the chat. Already News, where you got yours truly, me, just me, Jay. I would love if y'all would go on over and subscribe and be a part of some of the conversations I'm gonna have over there, where I really don't want to bring all of that to African Dreaming, because we're gonna talk about some things and some stuff and some topics that a lot more in depth. I damn near lied. I was finna say a little bit more in depth, but a lot more in depth. And I want African Dreaming to stay what it is, about me, about my wife, about country life, country living, chickens, animals, donkeys, sheep, goats, fishing, hunting, and all that stuff. So that's what you're gonna get over here. But already, baby, it's already news. It's already news, and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna talk about it. So there's that. And I don't know. I mean, maybe some people notice. I see some more. Hey, did I speak to Lisa Harris? What's up, baby? Bud family. What's going on, Bud family? Sleazy. Yee. What's up, Sleaze? Crafty Leo, how you doing, girl? You better get in here and enjoy yourself, Crafty Leo. Look here, man. I am that's man, shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Kendrick. And sometimes, if y'all notice, I've been on a bit of a hiatus. I've been chilling. All in the soil. What's going on? Thank you, Adina. I appreciate that, family. I really do. And anybody else who go over and subscribe, it's pinned to the top of the chat. But you know, sometimes, like you said, I've been, like, some of y'all noticed, some of y'all seen, some of y'all could give a damn less. I don't know. I'm saying this to say, boy, when you grind on this thing, like how I grind on this thing, like how a lot of other people grind on this thing right here, this social media, this YouTube stuff, when you get so accustomed to it, it take a lot out of you. Hey, Homesteader Rachel, welcome in, family. It take a lot out of you, to the point where you really don't realize how much is taken out of you and from your day and from your time and from your whatever else. If you were a content creator like me, I'm doing this with a purpose and a game plan. I'm doing this to purposefully grow, to purposefully build the channel organically. I'm not talking about literally, you know, one day I got 700, next day I wake up, I got 5 racks. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about slow grind, slow wine, getting it for real out the mud. So, with that being said, 2 things I realized after stepping away for about, I don't know, about a week and a half. Oh, by the way, hell, if you feel like it, y'all can share this out, because I get to tell more people to slide on over to Already News. And some of the stuff y'all see me talk about on here, that's what it's gonna be. But anyway, I'll get into that in a minute. A few things. I ain't gonna say just one or two. I'm gonna say a few things I noticed. Is that thank you for that, Miss Patty. Yes, organic is that's the way to go. Now, one thing that stood out to me is that, y'all, I'll put it like this. Y'all know I like to come with my analogies and whatnot. You ever start a job and at first it feel a little bit intimidating? I don't care if you, and I get it, for everybody, they goal ain't for this to be a job. So we have to articulate everything and make everything precise so everybody understand. So I'm saying that for that reason. You start this job, right? And it's like, you walk in the factory, or it could be fast food, and you walk back in the kitchen and you see a dude flipping fries and flipping hamburgers at the same time, and you like, how the heck? Ain't no way I'm finna do that. I ain't can't work that hard. Or you start out at a plant, a company, and it's like you gotta weld 200 pieces a day, and it's like it ain't no way a machine should be doing that. I can't do that as a human. There's no way I can do that. But then after the first month or the second month, you get in your groove, you learn the methods and how people doing it, and it gets easier. But something else also happens, people. You don't realize how hard you still working. Hey, mama, how you doing, my Renaissance grandma? How you doing? Welcome in, young lady. I seen you the other day, getting interviewed. Now I can't even say I've been doing that a lot. Usually I be in the bushes a whole bunch. Y'all, I have been spending time with my family and doing stuff around here that I need to do. So I ain't even been going super hard on just catching up and watching and keeping up with everybody. We ain't got a lot of kicking. But thank you, my Renaissance grandma. But yeah, you don't realize how hard you still working, how hard you still grinding. And when you do take a step back or take a step away, it's like, damn, I really been putting it in. I really been getting it. I've been getting it. And the break feels so good. It's almost hard to just really insert yourself to the same degree, the same way you was doing it before. Because and again, this ain't applicable to everybody. I'm not saying it is. That's not what I'm saying at all. Everybody don't do this. We come on Tuesdays and Fridays, and usually have a pop-up somewhere in between there. And when I'm not on actually doing a live or dropping a video or working on videos or something myself, I'm supporting other people. Because that's what I want them to do for me if they can. So I'm supporting people supporting me. And man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It really is a lot. And just some off time, some downtime, some step back and reflect time is necessary. It's real necessary. And I encourage anybody who is a content creator with any intensity, give yourself them breaks when you need them. Step back when you need them. I ain't say for forever, but you got to give yourself a break, some time off. Hey, what's up, 10? Educated Natural. Somebody else off in here. Just gifted. Thank you, young lady. I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rumbo, what's good, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right. What you know about that Pac-Man, Rambo? You don't know about that. That's for your time. Juicing with Jay. What's going on, my brother? Salute, 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 sir. Salute, sir. Man, I gotta play catch up. Sweet Thumb, what's going on, family? I gotta play catch up, man. I got so many people. My beautiful attire today is designed and crafted by none other than Unbiased LLC. Y'all keep your eyes out for the video. It will be a video with all the other phenomenal, amazing things that she designed, that she made herself and sent it to us. If you want to get you some Unbiased LLC swag, y'all, that little thing, yeah. And this is what I need. I've been needing this man right here because I can get on my don't worry. You know what I'm saying? We all need to get that to that. Don't worry. Sometimes just chill, man. Just chill on it. Who else I see in here? Oh, that's you, Sweet Pea. Oh, hey, baby. Pieces of April. But what else was I gonna say before I get into the conversation? Okay, yeah. So, I don't go hard with the don't get me wrong now. I love my Aries. But y'all know Jay ain't the one I ain't got no crystals. I'm walking around rubbing together. No pun, there ain't no dig or no shot at nobody who is deep, deep, deep spiritually. That ain't what I'm doing. I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not deep into astrology. I'm not deep into that. I do believe in things like grounding yourself to the earth. Maybe go outside, man. Go outside, touch grass, walk around barefoot from time to time. Don't step in no boo boo or nothing, or no sticker bugs. But take your shoes off and just walk through the grass sometime, man. Touch a tree. If you go hard enough, hell, hug it. But that's for you to do. But so I get that part. But when it comes to the stars and the signs and this and that, I don't know. I don't care. But I do love my Aries. All my Aries out there, I do love y'all. But we on the cusp of Gemini season, family. That's what they had told me. That's what I had heard. Now I don't know nothing about this kind of stuff. But I heard we on the precipice. We on the cusp of Gemini season. So for all my Geminis out there, shout out twin, because it's finna be everybody hate her. Hell, if they hate you, give them a reason. I ain't talking about my friends. I'm not talking about people who I joke with and play with. I'm talking about, some people really just don't like my sign. Hell, I didn't ask to be born when I was born. What do you do? Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. What's going on, family? So yeah, what I think that's about it before I get into this conversation. I'm pretty sure something else gonna pop in my head. For all the people who came in here later, because I see the number kind of climbing up, y'all, there is a link pinned to the top of the chat that is going to be to my channel, separate from African Dreaming. It's going to be my channel, and you all know some of the conversations that we've had over the years over here, some of the things we've talked about. It's going to be similar to that with a whole lot more and way, way, way more in depth. Way more in depth. When I say way, I mean way more in depth. It might not be for everybody, but I extend the invitation nonetheless. So it's already news. It's pinned at the top of the chat. We're going to have conversations about topics and issues and circumstances that I don't want to get into on the African Dreaming side of who we are as content creators. Oh, damn, y'all subscribing already? Thank y'all. There's people back out. Thank y'all. I appreciate that, family. Hey, Nikki. What's going on, baby? Welcome in. Love the Land Homestead. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Now, I want to say something else. I hope I ain't missed nobody. So let's get into this conversation. It's already 20 minutes in, and we ain't going to take this too long at all. So, by the way, y'all know what month it is. Y'all know what's going down at the end of the month, baby. Yes. Crawfish Kickback, baby. Crawfish Kickback is going down. We literally a matter of weeks away now. A matter of weeks. You got any questions? I would say go watch the Q&A video. You can email the people. We've been talking about this for the past 6 months now. So I don't know what to say. We don't know what to say. Come on down, have a good time. It's going to be real trill. A lot of grown folks, like-minded grown folks sitting together, being grown, having a good time. That's why it's a kickback. Get up, get back up there. Yeah, so that's it. And I'm going to run that commercial. Sweet Pea, don't let me forget to run that commercial here in a little bit. But speaking of Texas, hey, Regenerative Life Wayne, what's going on, bro? One of the for sure people to be there. All right, Wayne sitting in that H-Town traffic listening. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Be safe on that road, man. And to all my people down here in Texas and Oklahoma and other parts of the country who haven't. Oh, thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Who having these weather conditions, these inclement weather. And matter of fact, that's for people all over the world. Man, y'all stay safe, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Uh, Keep God on your side if you a person of faith or whatever deity or whomever you worship, because you just might need them. So there's that. Now, with that being said, in my off time, this is something else I had the opportunity to do was to just listen. Just listen without an opinion, which I often do. But I mean, even getting on here talking about it, the last like 2 weeks, I just been chilling. And I hope I spoke to 10, because 10 probably one of the last lives I just like really jumped into, and that was last week. And hell, I had been in off time and off mode for damn near a week before that. So uh and she talked about breaks, taking hiatuses, uh, and reasons why that could be beneficial. So shout out to you, JJ. But being a content creator can be exhausting and tiring as all get out. Even though it's something you enjoy doing, you love doing, you got to be measured, you got to be balanced, thick skin. I can't say nothing I ain't said before. That's why I really don't want to go too far with that. With this, I'm ready to start talking about the Cajun and the Creole people. Because one would think, I can't speak for everybody. I'm going to speak for me individually. Me, me now, in the year of our Lord, 2024, I just want to think, I want to think that some of these issues and concepts and ideas would have been uh, clarified by now. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. This I got to. Sorry about that, y'all. Hey, Deborah Garrett, how you doing? Welcome in. My apologies, y'all. I do apologize, but some things you just gotta do. You gotta answer some, calls sometimes. But uh so being not just a Texan, but a deep East Texan. Y'all, Louisiana red over there. That ain't no secret. I done told y'all that before. Here's my thing. It seemed like every few months, because most of us who are content creators, hey, Mama Nita, what's going on, Blue Lotus Vibes? Welcome in, welcome in. Most of us who are content creators are also content consumers, and rightfully so. So we oftentimes hear, and yeah, by the way, this is the kind of conversations we're gonna have over there, way more in depth than I get into here on African Dreaming, either myself or April. But let's talk about colorism a little bit. Let's talk about ignorance a little bit. A painter's stupidity. I'm not gonna demean or belittle nobody for their ignorance, but uh Maybe if they too comfortable in it and don't know how to maybe shut up from time to time. But usually I'm a lane stayer. I'm a habitual lane stayer. But colorism, Creole, and Cajun still blow my mind to this day. Jova, you still in here, bro? They said not the brown paper bag test. Yeah, that along them lines, sir. Along them lines. We could touch on that. I'll probably get into that over on the other channel. But you know, hey Miss D's Hollywood Garden, the fact that it's 2024 and School Days, for anybody who remember that picture, School Days came out in my lifetime, right? School Days, it's an old movie, old Spike Lee joint. Y'all go check it out. It was already old. It was already old by the time I was alive and living. I mean, the concept, not the movie. I mean, the whole concept, and we know what a lot of it stemmed from. We know I'm gonna stick to this country, this continent right here. A lot of it stems from the S word, slavery. Shh, shh, I said it. Shh. It's a horrible word, but it's a word that is a real word. It's a real thing that happened. It's something that transpired over the course of American history. I'm not going to pretend and act like it didn't. So we're going to have conversations about what can stem from that. I'm not saying people are not responsible for their own integrity. I'm not saying that people my complexion or color are not liable for how they move throughout this world in space and time. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes prefixed circumstances can lead not only a person, but a people to have derived and reached the conclusion about themselves and other people within their fixed community that ultimately have shit like colorism still being a thing in 2024. It's really complicated. So I won't try to unpiece and dissect all the parts of it in one live. We'll be on here for 20 years, 30. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new under the sun. Hell, we'll have to go all the way back to man, Carter G. Woodson. We go back to the 20s. Hell, we could go back to pre-Emancipation Proclamation. We can go back to after that. We can go back to the Freedmen's era. We can go back to oh man, what's his name? Oh my God. Right on the tip of my tongue. Dr. Carter G. Woodson initiated Black History Week at the time. And what Du Bois, W.E.B. Du Bois, and the issues between him and I forget his name, originally Jamaican. Anyway, look, I'm getting too deep into the minutia of it. Go study for yourself. I'm just dropping little whatevers. Pick them up if you want to, leave them if you don't. But when it comes to this Creole thing and this Cajun thing, I assumed, thank you, Adina, Marcus Garvey. Jesus, Lord, thank you. And appreciate that, Tori. I had already put I didn't say Booker T, but Booker T was in that era too. Let's see, stems. See, now y'all pulling me into I gotta read some of these comments, boy. Lala says stems from a combination of living in a white supremacist society and internalized self-hate. That is definitely a contributing factor, Lala, for shizzle. My son-in-law and I were talking about American history today. Things happen that cannot be forgotten. Absolutely, Miss Patty. And as a woman of maturity in the South yourself, that's something else sometimes that it's like, y'all, it's so many pieces to this. It's so many angles you can take because is the world perfect now? No. For anybody who don't know Miss Patty is one of the elders in hell, I don't even know who community is actually who, so I'm gonna say in my community. I'm gonna say in my community or the community, but hell, I damn near. So in my community, Miss Patty is one of the people that I see as being an elder in my community, along with Mama. I call her Mama, but AKA my Renaissance grandma, Auntie Ellen, a few gentlemen. It's more ladies than it is gentlemen in that regard. But what? So it's like two things can be true, right? So on the one part, you got the fact that many elements of inequality, microaggressions, and racism are still very real and very prevalent. They've just changed forms. But on the other hand, you do have some people who look like me and some who don't, who literally bitch about everything that may not even be a direct result of a malicious attack from racism. Hell, it's just everyday life and hardships that all people go through. Yeah, sometimes two things can be true. And I want to be the slowest or last one, or don't say it at all, to say, man, this generation is this generation. I don't even want to contribute to that aspect of that argument. But sometimes even I'm like, damn, man, really? That got you. That broke you. That shit. Somebody that you don't even know were rude to you at a red light or walking down the damn sidewalk, and it ruined. You went back home and crawled up in your bed, or maybe went and did a live, or maybe got online and just felt like some some disclosure to everybody, let them know how this one thing. I get it, man. I get it. I swear I do. But being who I am from where I'm from, some of the stories back when my grandma and grandpa, brothers and sisters, some of them was living, might have even had a cousin that was 15 to 20 years older than them, still living. I'm a little bitty boy. And my grandparents is in well, my papa died younger, I'll say. But my grandma, she already like you in your 70s, mid 70s, and you sitting around with your cousin who damn near 90, and y'all can recall very clearly and vividly when there wasn't no police to call if something happened to you, or you felt aggressed or mistreated or spoken to in an ill way or ill manner. You might not be able to catch this form of transportation over here. People wasn't just carpooling back in them days to save money, baby. They was doing it out of safety, witnesses, testimonials. So even if we all together and one of us make it out of this unscathed or just out of it, period, at least we can go tell the community what really happened, because them folk might lie on your ass. I'm veering off of my original topic, but again, two things can be true. I'm trying real hard to save conversations like this for this other channel. I swear I am. I swear I am, y'all. I just want y'all to see happiness and ducks and chickens and squirrels and shit, and a little hunting here and there, and uh yeah. Let me read what Wayne said, because I'm probably behind in the chat now for sure. African dreaming facts breaks are a must. Oh, yeah. Focus me, do mostly shorts, and that's why I have a life and I need space from social media, etc. to stay grounded to the most high. Awesome live. Thank you, brother. And Wayne, you are 100% right. You are 100% right. For anybody who has really watched us for any consistent amount of time, y'all, we literally, the last time we took any kind of little break for more than a couple of days, we were still in Africa. We didn't get a full lowdown on what was going on, what we were doing. Grandmother was family. It was all about family. Okay, we got to speed this up and get home sooner than we planned. After we got back here, we showed y'all the airport, the trip, the way home, yada, 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 drop one of them kind of videos. But ever since then, even with everything that we've dealt with since we've been back home, we've never really like stopped or turned the switch off or nothing. And I'm telling you, back, what's his name? I think it was Tony. It feels good. Yeah. It feels good. It feels good. Man, I've been spending time with my wife and my family, and y'all see my locks is froed out in the front, baby. This humidity and out there working in that heat done got me. I'm gonna have to get retwist 2-3 times a month. Damn it. Cause this humidity is real. Sweet Thumb said, let me see what Sweet Thumb said. It was just going down everywhere. Mississippi was just getting in. Let me see. I don't know. Woo! Man, I done talked about this before, bro. Jova Q said the days of reckless eyeballing. For those who don't think that is in some states, it may still even be on the doggone books, but it's a non-enforced law. It's a non-enforced law, and yes, this was considered a criminal act, just like being a vagrant, like malicious. What's the word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Not larceny. Jesus Lord, I'm skipping. I'm skipping around here. Loitering. Jesus, why was that so hard for me? Loitering. Some places had a thing called malicious loitering, where you're a repeat offender because you're a newly freed person without house or home or property or anything to call your own. So you literally just kind of hanging out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking for work, but in between looking for work, it ain't like you can go home and, you know what I'm saying, make a bologna sandwich real quick and kind of go through your local thrifty nickel and see who hiring for what and who ain't. So you out on the street corner, and then the other dude or 5 dudes who doing the same thing you doing, standing on the same street corner. Next thing you know, you're loitering. This is real stuff that people live through. But now, I digress, family. I digress. Did I speak to Tori? Yeah, I spoke to Tori. Tori, what's up, bro? Welcome in. Somebody else is at Ruby Spot. What's going on? Welcome in. I think I spoke to Miss D. Adina, you too young for that, girl. You don't know about no thrifty nickel. Back when they were free. You slide in there and get. Y'all see how I'm looking. I gotta make sure I ain't gotta go out there and okay. All right, we good. Yeah. So Creole, let me get back to this so I don't keep y'all out. That y'all, we already 40 minutes in. Let me get to this. So on this thumbnail that I use for this live, I am going to do something, and I don't know if y'all can or not, but I'm gonna ask y'all when I made this thumbnail. I didn't anticipate the whole size of it. It just fit like how it fit. But I want y'all to look at something for those who can see the thumbnail and watch the live. Even if you got to leave to go look at it, I want you to look at this real good, real quick. Because this is the reality of it. And this is what I was alluding to earlier before I got into this other part. So, as you can see, now let's take this as a hypothetical, family. This is all hypothetical. This is all hypothetical. Because it ain't just in Louisiana. It ain't just the boot. It ain't just the boot. It's Texas too. It's East Texas too. It's parts of Mississippi. On all the way over into Louisiana and Georgia. Georgia, I don't get into that too deep. And even parts of some of the Carolinas. You got Geechee Gullah people over there. That's a little bit different thing. I think they're a little bit more diverse than people think. But you look at, and y'all, again, entertain my delusions. Entertain my delusions. Please, I beg of you, ma'am and sir. Let's say the ones in the middle, because you know back in the day, it wasn't nothing crazy. Thank you, Jova Q. Seminoles. You know, I started bringing up too many different everything, and people, you know how things can get. Let's just say the two adults in the middle right there. Let's just hypothetically say that's the mama and that's the daddy, right? That's mama and that's daddy. One of them got a baby on each lap, so that's 2 kids. To each one of their sides, that's another 2 kids. And even though the picture cut it off, I'm pretty sure it's 4 kids standing behind them. Normal size family for back in them days. Now I want y'all to look at something else. We can look at the babies. You see one of the babies a little darker and got a little bitty baby fro on them. And then the little baby, just as high yellow and light as they want to be. Maybe the baby ain't grew into their color yet. Y'all look at my baby pictures, y'all will swear I was Al B. Sure. I'm not. I just hadn't come into my color yet. So that could be the fact for the baby. Which brings me to this next point. Look at the two. You know what? I should have added this up here so I could show y'all this without having I should have screened. Man, I'm not trying to be here that long. That's why I didn't want to be doing all that. But I probably should have. It'll make it easier on the live. But for whoever can see the thumbnail, y'all getting it. So you see the little boy over here standing by the mama. He looked like he might be about my color. You see the little girl over here standing by the daddy. She looked like a Keke Palmer color. Now I know sometimes folk go out, even back in them days, because we were out, let's not play games, family. We've forever had whores, men and women. So we ain't gonna act like everybody back in the day was just super wholesome and didn't nobody do no wrong and family units was just perfect and wasn't nobody tipping off. Let's not lie. Let's not play games. But with that being an accepted truth, some of the things that I've seen and witnessed, and I'm talking about real 5 and 9, 11-hour live streams, people doing real think pieces and even references to books or college papers that they may have read, because this is a big thing. I'm just shocked that in the year of our Lord, 2024, not only is colorism still a thing, that there are people on this planet with driver's licenses that may have kids of their own and jobs that may have kids of their own, that may work in a profession or a business or whatever their title is that impacts other people's lives, that don't understand or believe that when you are of a certain descent, I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to get into a super deep thing about lineage, because then, some people say we hear, oh, Jova Q, thank you, brother. Some people say is, yes, that is very true. See, Jova, you said it, I wasn't going to bring it up. But since you brought it up, you gave me that opening, baby. I'm going to run with it here in a little bit. It's folks who don't think that little boy and that little girl in this thumbnail can have the same damn mom and daddy. That absolutely, I got Creole people in my family. I don't know if it's just because we from Texas and what. I'm assuming proximity matters, right? Proximity do play a part in the whole thing. So I got Creole people in my family. Some of them high yellow. Some of them got blue eyes and green eyes. Hell, my nephew. I got a nephew who got light hazel eyes. Some of them so light skinned, they just, I don't even know how to say it. I mean, they're not white. They don't identify as white. But I can't believe that there are some people out there who really don't understand that that's a real thing. And I do understand the complexities that the one drop rule has added. In most other cultures, it's centered on, in, and around the mother. The U.S. said, nope, we're going with the daddy. We're going with the daddy. If you got one drop of one of them in you, use is black. So it's complicated. It won't be resolved. And that ain't even my goal or attempt to have this fixed in one live, to be right in one live, to assess all of the ins and outs and complexities of what all this entails in a live. I just can't believe that people don't know. Y'all see me right now. Y'all see me as black as I am, locks and all. Y'all done seen my beautiful chocolatey wife. You know we could have a high yellow baby, right? We could have a completely light-skinned child with green eyes and soft curly hair. I don't understand why it's still that way as intensely as it is, to that degree. I just don't maybe it's a whole lot more smarter people than myself in this world, and maybe they got the answers and I don't. I just couldn't see myself telling one of my cousins they ain't black, telling some of my in-laws who Creole from the state right next door, you ain't black. You ain't black as I am. In 2024, there are pictures right now. I ain't gonna go do it. I see some comments. I'm gonna get over there in a minute. I ain't gonna go do it. Everybody in this house, everybody in this family, I'm talking about here on this right now, this here, is roughly just a hue off from me. if you go look at our family pictures, there are grandparents and great grandparents that are so light skinned you would never think it's real. And I can understand that being the reality and way of life at a different time, at a different era. I'm just telling y'all, I don't get it now. And for those who didn't know, it's a shared culture, but it's a difference between Creole folk and Cajun folk, in my opinion. Let me get over to some of these comments. I see a lot of comments. Okay, let me start about right here. Yeah, Jova said it's bad in the Caribbean too. Jova, not only is it bad in the Caribbean, bro, it's bad in Africa. Well, my part, the part of Central and East Africa that I was in and around, so I can actually speak from a place and know what I'm talking about. The movie Free State of Jones sparked a lot of conversations about this topic. I haven't seen that yet. Sweet Thumb, I definitely got to check that out. And that's a movie. The movie, okay. Lala say most of our families like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Most families outside of my own that I know are like that. Happy Max said people are stupid. You get what you get in that Forrest Gump box of human chocolates. Welcome to America. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and I don't think anybody, with the exception of maybe non-medically related overindulgences that the world can offer, some of us may be a little chubby, some of us may be a little thin, some of us this and that. Outside of stuff like that, nobody asked to be the color that they are. But at the same time, that's what makes this so complicated. That's why I'm not being so rock solid and solidified in my approach, because I ain't even looked to see how big a thing it is here in the States. But in parts of the Caribbean, as my man Jova just touched on, in parts of the Caribbean and in a lot of different parts of Africa, you got people who will take the little bit of money they do got to bleach themselves. It's a real phenomenon, baby. This is a real thing. Hell, Stephen King can't make this up. Octavia Butler can't make this up. I'm not making this up. It's true. Google it. Go watch a couple YouTube videos, not from somebody that creator like myself, just walking around watching people get the black scrubbed off of them. I'm talking about real basic documentaries. African Dream and look at the Southern Italians, i.e. Sicilian. Jova, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up for a very specific point. I need people to understand. Just like I got a habit of calling it the boot because it's the state next door. I don't want to lie. I've literally lost count between how many countries owned at some point what we currently call Louisiana. Y'all just go read up on the Louisiana Purchase. That little bitty boot down there now? Y'all know that state, the Purchase, when it was first purchased by the French, ran all the way up to damn South Dakota. All of that was Louisiana. Y'all, it's so much history. It's so deep, but I'm pulling away from trying to influence people in that regard. I don't even like considering myself an influencer. I'm a content creator. If my content is absorbed by you, great. I don't get in grown folk business. You take the time and have the interest to say, well, what was the Louisiana Purchase? I heard about it. I keep hearing about it. Let me go see it. You'll see just how much was owned by multiple countries. Do you know why Six Flags over Texas? Do you know the history of Six Flags over Texas? Because it's been owned by that many varying countries and for two of them, I'm going to say entities. may not have even been established countries at the time. These are deals, brokered these deals that we now know as the great state of Texas. Even in its origins, it stayed in limbo for almost a decade after technically being separated from Mexico, and before this, like it's a lot of history, man. U.S. history and Texas history. But what do I know? I'm just an old country boy, and I live in poverty. So there. Jova said, unless they were light enough to pass. That was a thing, and I know it. I saw something about that a while back, man. It's a movie out recently. I know there was a book first about passing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about the passing thing. Uh, I don't know. I know to me now, I know I would like to think that I would be like, no, I'm black and I'm proud. Man, in the shit, 1870, Ida B. Wells was a fairly light skinned lady, especially in her younger life. She was very. I don't like necessarily like the word fair skinned. It's like this subtle suggestion of better, kind of like fair versus coarse. So I don't like calling light skinned people fair skinned. Look up the origin. But I'll say lighter complected. And I was right there where I kind of probably could in the 20s, 1919. 1932, 35. It's easy to say, well, we would shit. You would be about that shit. You wasn't there. If it could mean a better job for you, you could probably slide away and say something like what he said. Even though I get it, I understand before people say something in the chat. Well, Sicilians and Italians and all of these weren't necessarily accepted with open arms the way they are now. That's a different conversation for a different day. But what it's not is not looking like me. That's what it's not. I mean, if you don't open your mouth and say, "Oh, I'm Mr. O'Reilly," then you be shit. Come on, boy, get in here and take this job, man. Feed your family. I can cut these off, but this hair still gonna twist up real tight. I can't lighten this up enough without my nose. I can't shrink this back. I can't, hell, if I could afford a rhinoplasty, I'm keeping it. So there's that. One drop rule is based on the mother since most had enslaved mothers. Is that, I touched on this earlier. Did I get it in reverse, Lala? I may have gotten it in reverse because I'm thinking about how things work in two different spaces. But I think maternal lineage was, yeah, I hope I didn't say it wrong earlier. If I did, thanks for squaring me away. If I didn't, I try to I want to try, I will make it right. Get that let's see. Let me get down back here down to the bottom. 10. What JJ said. I had people tell me that very thing because of my skin color, hair color, and freckles. Oh, 10, I know you call hell. I know you call hell. And what's weird with me, I guess I hit that Goldilocks spot where I was just right until football practice and summers. Everybody come back when I was little. Most people come back from school from summer break just dark as hell. That was an insult. How black you are, how black you could get, and then the light skinned folk caught it on their side because for whatever reason, well, we all know some of the reasonings. I'm not saying I've mic'd them all down and I got a science to it. Light skinned folk catch a whole lot of hell too, especially light skinned folk who are Creole, who could have a daddy who looked like me, a mama who looked like April, and a child who looked like Baby Educated Natural. It happens. I know them. I've seen them. It's a real thing, family. I can't say I've seen it go the opposite way too much, but even that's possible because our genes. And then I think it's definitely germane to the conversation. So I won't steer everything in this direction, but I can't think of a hue that here we go. That's one thing. This is exhausting too. I'm gonna say this just to show y'all how when you're mindful of what you say and how you say it and who your audience is, I'll say it 3 or 4 different ways. A black woman, a woman of African descent, a woman of Black American native lineage, and probably 6 other ways that I could probably say it that I'm not about to, could have a child, could birth a child of any hue, with any hair color, with any eye color. Is it less probable that somebody who just looked like an old regular black dude like me? Yes. Yes, of course. It's rarer, but it ain't impossible. And hey, pescatarian gardener, how you doing? I didn't see you tip here. I gotta catch up with this chat so I can get out of here, y'all. We over that 1 hour mark. Dina Collins said, yes, the Cajuns are the descendant of the French and Canadians are settled in the South. Yeah, French Canadians and German, Adina. I just want to throw that in there. And now most of the Cajun people I meet, the ones who really, I ain't gonna say, I'm finna say the ones who sound like Bobby Boucher from Waterboy. Most of those have been what I would consider to be of European descent. But damn it, I'm in East Texas. You drive halfway through Louisiana, you start hearing black folk and white folks who sound like that. You do. Let enough of my family come over here and we sitting out here hoorahing and barbecuing and drinking and having a good time. If I brought some of y'all over here, y'all wouldn't probably understand what the hell we talking about. I got some family members with some real thick accent. Damn, my phone is going on. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ray Official, what's going on, bro? That is very true, brother. That is very true. About them cages. Most of them are down in the I ain't gonna say the swamp because it's swamps over here, but in the closer to the Gulf. Oh damn, I didn't realize I was that far behind. I'm hearing people respond to stuff I probably said 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry, y'all. I hate getting this far behind. Ray Fish said Creole or black and mixed, but some point light skinned black X'd out the dark skinned Creole. Y'all, there was a thing. I'm glad you put that up there, y'all. And I get why it's complicated. That's why I'm not saying it's wrong, because some people on team they one of us, and some people say they not one of us. And then that gives me pause. I wonder, who is the us we talking about? But I get it. But in that same time, it's like, well, who is we? But there was a period when I think post Reconstruction, shortly after Reconstruction, this is a very unpopular term. YouTube, this is for educational purposes only. You don't hear the terminology mulatto no more the way you used to, I'm sure. And a very wealthy class of people who were either mixed race or ancestry, all of this time to being Creole. But what Ray said, it pretty much sum it up in a nutshell. Over time, over periods of time, You have to ask yourself this, or I choose to ask myself this, like which one for more, because race is in fact a construct that we a very real construct with real life implications. But let's say you take two biracial people, two Creole. Let's say we take two Creole people. Of course, one woman Creole, one male Creole, man Creole. They have two kids. One of them come out looking just like me. Other one come out looking just like uh not me. Way lighter, different hair texture, different everything about them, different everything. If the mindset is the same, if the upbringing and the way they value and see themselves is the same, and they both see themselves as the same, y'all see where I'm going with this? It's almost like a lose-lose. It's a catch-22. Now, I go more off of how a person conduct. Oh man, bro, I didn't even see you in here growing what I eat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for that super sticker, family. Thank you. Thank you, growing. Thank you, growing what I eat. I appreciate that, family. Thank you, sir. Uh, Wayne said, I see it in Belize, the Caribbean, everywhere. Every time I go, they're called Creole. There are two. Then you have light skinned Belizean, and the third race are the Mayan Belize, who are Indian and black. Man, one of my closest friends I'd have never had, thank you for putting that up, Wayne, was and I ain't going too hard deep into the Caribbean versus the DR versus Haiti and all of that stuff, right? Some of my closest friends was Puerto Rican, and they would tell me about. I've never been to Puerto Rico. They would tell me about it, and when I started getting closer and cooler and start seeing some of the family, some of their cousins, because they were like, I got a cousin look like you. Now, mind you, they look like uh what's that dude, that movie Matt School, movie I used to love back in the day, got Will Ferrell in it. It's School something. Old School. Oh no, is it Old School? I think it's Old School, and there was a dude named Spanish. Or and I'm trying to think of something. Anyway, what you would imagine. Now I don't want to say that because people have issues with that too. Uh, what in my mind would look like you would imagine, a Puerto Rican man. And man, they look like me. First cousins. First cousins. I wasn't completely taken aback by that because I know it could exist. But when you talk to and meet people, when you living in different parts of the world and you do this and do that, and could y'all imagine me if I just spoke fluent Spanish and that's all I ever spoke? I didn't even really speak English well. I knew no other language. That's kind of trippy. That's kind of trippy. So I get why people feel the way they feel, and uh, the desire to claim what's yours and not yours, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. Some people are, and some people not like us. You would get both. You would get it from both sides. You will always be too much or not enough. Very true, Happy Mac. It is. Uh, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm reading and looking. Yeah, Happy Mac. That's very true. That okay. Now that's this is kind of what Lala was saying and what Ray was saying. So I guess I should have been more specific because yes, under U.S. law back then, and I ain't gonna say currently because whatever. That ain't what we talking about today. I'm trying to stick to the topic before we get out of here. Uh, in yeah, one drop, mother or father. That's why it was literally the one drop rule. if you even look like your mama or your daddy was one of them, then you one of those, which puts you in the opportunity to either be sold immediately or maybe work up at the big house or serve tea. Let's see. Frugal Mama, better get in here and enjoy yourself. J.K. Gardner, how y'all doing? Y'all, I'm already over an hour. I wanted to keep it too short. I'm gonna try to get to a few more comments. Y'all don't get out of here just yet, because I got something to tell y'all. A lot of folks put the family name in the pot when they decide to start classifying people as Native Americans. The benefits must have been pretty good because the chances of meeting one went way up. Yeah, because the chances of meeting one went way up. Yeah, it's so much, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Country Hustle, what's going on, family? Welcome in. Let's see. Commercials. They also have a lot of Black, Mexican, and Filipino. Like, oh yeah, that's a true thing. That's a marketing thing. Like what Jova is basically saying, from what I'm gathering, is something that's 100% true. Now, I can admit this, that in my ignorance earlier on, younger in my life, before I grew up and grew out and traveled and seen, I'm not going to say that I had necessarily a rock in my life instilling all of this stuff or these perspectives into me to the degree in which I take them now. So you think about the Dos Equis commercial. I know I'm naming countries. Companies. Oh well, to hell with it. You would never know that there are all the Spanish speaking people that there are down in Brazil. You would never know that, or at least I didn't and wouldn't. You would never know it's got the densest population of African. For those who claim that, for African descendant people outside of the continent of Africa itself. There are Black people, there are African people. I'll try to keep it PC. I'm a Texan, right? I'm a Texan from African descent or of African descent. A toad, if you will, a TOD, Texan of African descent. Call me what you want to. It's what I answer to that matters. But you would never think, man, it's people who look like me speaking full, fluent Japanese. Same thing in China. Same thing in some European countries. We're everywhere. Anyway, y'all, don't leave. Y'all stick around. I got a few more things to say before I get out of here. I really wanted to keep this to about an hour. We at an hour and a quarter right now. So I'm going to wrap this thing up so y'all don't get out of here just yet. But I do want to say this. I do want to give, I got to catch up with him. Vision Preparedness, Bug Out Weekend. Y'all, I've been having a lot going on. And with the time available to me, I have been and just been spending time with my loved one and that beautiful, beautiful woman somewhere either in the house or outside. Shout out to you. I got to catch up with you, bro. I got a couple videos to make. I want y'all to be looking out for. Hey, it's May 24th through the 26th. It's going down. Y'all know what it is, baby. It's the Crawfish Kickback, man. It's the Crawfish Kickback. Yes. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this commercial here in a little bit, but I want to let me see if I can drop it again. Baby, if you listening and you in here, could you drop it for me? I don't even know if 10 know how to get to it. Drop that link for me one more time to the channel. Y'all, conversations like we having right now, I feel like I'm ready to open and have these conversations in a different form, separate from African dreaming, because it's still me. It's still me running my mouth, busting my chops. But I can be a little bit freer with it so as not to compromise what we've built or what we got going on over here with African Dreaming as a channel and a brand. Now, what you do and what you say follows you no matter where you go. Okay, that's right. It's still at the top of the link. You know, I'll be forgetting sometime when people go down so far. Thank you, baby. And Pieces of April just dropped it again. So if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate y'all subscribing, because I think, now I can't prove it, I think that some of y'all gonna like some of the conversations. Ray Official. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. I think that some of y'all are going to appreciate and like some of the conversations that we're gonna have over there. I just don't like when my light skinned folk catch too much grief, and I don't care when people who as dark as this phone right here catch too much grief. But thank you, Ray Official, and thank the wife. It's all about you got my wife. And Ray Official said you got my wife in here researching Cajun and Creole. You know what? If I can do a live or initiate a conversation, and anybody walks away doing that right there, I done did something worthwhile. I done did something worthwhile. For real. For real. Miss D, I'm glad you put this. See, I'm trying to get out of here. Y'all can't keep hitting me with the he now, because y'all gonna make me. I'm trying. I got to get out of here. Miss D's Hollywood Garden said, "We're all Africans." A quote that I remember from Nelson Mandela. Miss D's Hollywood Garden. It is the year of our Lord 2024, and a whole bunch of people don't feel that way. And I respect everybody's opinions and wherever they feel like their lineage is or may have derived from. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. If you like it, I love it. I would never call anybody wrong, because that's between them and they Lord, if they got one. And if they ain't, it's between him and whoever they don't believe in. I don't get in grown folk business. Thank you, Mama Nita, Blue Lotus Vibes. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody. Y'all, let me do a check real quick, because I see people, it's folk who ain't even alive. It's going over there to the, boy, that's all right. Ooh, y'all, while I'm over here being nosy on my own channel, hold on, let me get to, wow. Y'all, I appreciate that, man. I'm almost at 30. And that's from 0. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. All we got is African Dreaming. April started Pieces of April, man, months, maybe 7 or 8 months ago, maybe a little longer than that, almost a year now. YouTube and the way how hard it is to get started as a channel is absolutely bonkers. It is crazy. Well, at least it was for me. I might not have some of my settings right. I might not be doing something right. I don't know. But I tried to upload stuff and get stuff going, and yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be bringing y'all some hopefully some content y'all can enjoy, learn from, and I can learn from y'all. Conversations we can share together and be a benefit to one another. And yeah, if it's ever too much, don't leave me all together now. Just say this conversation was a little too heavy or too real, or you didn't want to hear that, or even if you disagree with me, because that's not what make us grow. Iron sharpen iron, baby. Steel sharpen steel. Much like here at African Dreaming, your agreeing with me is not a prerequisite. Your respect not for me as a host, and for the other people in this community and in this chat, them the two prerequisites right there. Agreeing and singing Kumbaya, when it work out like that, is great. But that ain't how reality and life move most of the time. So with that being said, y'all, I want y'all to see the commercial. Y'all ain't seen it in a while, so don't go nowhere yet. But look out for some videos over on the other channel on Already News. Look out for videos. We got some lives coming. Now, the first live is gonna be more likely than not called Not Like Us. I'm gonna tell you why. Some people are hip to it. Some people paying attention, know what's going on with that. We're gonna talk about all of it. It's gonna be a great conversation. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Before y'all get out of here, please stick around long enough to catch this Crawfish Kickback commercial. So it's a reminder why you need to go on and make your way to H-Town. H-Town, baby. On the 24th, Friday night, we having a little chilling spill, sipping chill, chilling spill together. We're going to hang out. If you're old enough, have a few adult beverages together, kind of get to meet one another. Saturday going to be the busy day, the crazy day, the dominoes, the spades, the crawfish, the gator sausage, the burgers, the hot dogs, all that. That's when that's going down. And then, like folk like us often do, we're going to have that breakfast Sunday morning. And it's going to be easy, man. It's going to be easy like Sunday morning. And then we're going to go on and venture out on our own separate ways, hopefully with safe travels and so on and so forth. So it's going down, baby. We got a couple more weeks. Crawfish Kickback. I love y'all. I thank y'all for coming to this pop-up. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy, even after I've been away mostly for about 2 weeks, myself and Pieces of April. Thank you, family. Until the next time I see y'all and y'all see me, y'all already know I'm going to be over here still being country in another country.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the Crawfish Kickback. All roads lead to Brazos Bend State Park in Needville, Texas. This event will sell out, so get your tickets ASAP. Oh, and we almost forgot. There will be a domino and spades tournament. So on May 25th, 2024, get you game hands ready. Like that song says, let's have some fun. Also, there will be other dishes in the menu for those of you that don't eat crawfish to be announced soon. Let's make this Memorial Day weekend one to remember.